Hi guys. We're live. Hello everybody. I wonder when they'll actually figure out why you're dying inside. Oh, whoops. I forgot to unmute you. There you go. For those listening in on the base,
okay.
Eris is wearing his trademark unicorn mask.
That's enough of that.
Oh God, CCT, what did you do to me? No, bad.
You're
Skyrim is a terrible RPG. It's terrible.
You're Dovahkiin.
No, no, I reject it. I reject it internally.
Hello, everyone.
Hi guys. How are you? How are you out in this internet world?
I'm having nice, lovely chest pains. It's great.
So, you all know I'm CCT. With us today, we have the immaculate Eris. Hello.
I am immaculate. I am perfection. I did my own haircut, and I accidentally trimmed one ear way shorter than the other ear, and it's taken like
Wait,
3 weeks
your whole
to get
ear?
to look the north. Yeah.
Oh!
Well, no. Like I went around and I just did like all of that, and I got rid of all of the around the ear stuff, and it was pretty awesome. And my girlfriend got angry at me and was like, "You have to go to a barber," and I was like, "But I'm lazy."
Also joining us today is the ever illustrious Dolvac from the Reddit
Hello.
and also from INN. Hello.
Hello.
And yes, Brybase, the one, the only.
Yes, that is me. I do a terrible job.
He has no
Please,
webcam,
don't kill
so
me.
I turned him into a
No,
Dovahkiin.
no. I have a webcam. I just shipped it to the wrong place, and it's not in my state currently. Technically, I own a webcam. I just do not have it in my possession currently. Okay.
Okay. Also joining us this evening, saving the best for last, is Miss Stormy Winters of INN fame. Hello.
Hi, guys.
Who keeps writing better stories than I can, and it's really embarrassing.
They're very good. All you in the
Gotta
internet,
keep
go
the
read them.
quality up.
So, we need questions, guys. This is the whole point of the show, is that you people in the chat are supposed to ask us, the broadcasting people with our faces on the televisions, for all of you.
Because seriously, we don't have enough original
We're
thoughts in
not
our
creative.
head to, like,
You have,
really.
You have to provide.
I actually have
Things.
something to talk about.
Okay,
Oh,
do it.
no.
I probably shouldn't talk about this early, but it looks like it's happening.
No.
Hesitantly, very hesitantly, Ben Lesnick is going to be doing an AMA on Reddit sometime in the near future. I don't know what that means. I don't know what near future means due to like the FPS module being out like 2 months ago, you know, but like it was implied that it would be this or next week.
Hey, I want this to be I want the moment to be more special. Dolvac, say what's going on one more time.
Ben Lesnick will be doing an AMA on Reddit sometime in the near future.
Yeah. They heard air horns there.
Great.
You guys can't hear the air horns, but there were air horns.
Excellent.
Here. Brybase, what are you trying to post?
Something I asked him about.
Oh, here. Hold on.
I don't know how to do this mod stuff.
I don't either, actually. How does one enable links?
I think you just click it.
But like I can't. I click it. I can time him out and ban him, but I can't
No, Moobot. I have to let Moobot. How do I? Allow
This is your stuff.
Look,
Okay.
I'm sure. I just reposted the link he meant to say.
Oh, okay.
Where?
Wait.
What?
In
Do you not see
chat?
it? Do you not get it?
Oh, there we go. Sorry, Brybase. I don't know how my own mod bot works.
Test.
I love you.
Flight tool.
Yeah. So I was looking at this earlier. I don't really fully understand what it is, but it looks cool.
Interesting.
Let's watch the video and find out.
Okay, I'm
well-
not gonna.
While that's
No.
happening, Shiver Bathory has a question, as he always does.
Okay.
Any
Yes.
speculation on what, if any, new ships apart from the Scythe will be in 1.2? If anything, it'll be the Merlin, probably.
Maybe the Herald, but they've said that they're not really doing much
Yeah.
on the Herald or the Merlin right now. I wouldn't expect too many new ships, to be honest.
Yeah.
So,
So-
I don't know.
Okay. I actually just saw this this testy flight tool thing. It's actually really cool, and the video that he linked is actually amazing. But essentially, what it's doing is it's a mod that turns your mouse into a virtual joystick for a better, like a faster turn radius.
Oh.
And you toggle. So basically, you hold Alt and you turn, and it reads your mouse input as a joystick temporarily, and then you can like unlock your gimbals with like Control C, and then like hold Alt to like use. I'm doing a bad job of explaining this, but essentially, it's you can do some fancy maneuvers this way, which is kind of cool.
Found it. Son
Well,
von Harvey, hello.
How
are
do you
you?
guys all fly? Like, I fly with a HOTAS that's really cheap because I'm waiting for a new one.
Mouse
Dolvax,
keyboard.
Stormy,
I'm
what do you?
I'm a mouse and keyboard boy, so like this really, I'm actually going to be trying this, especially since I haven't played AC in I don't know
Has?
2 weeks. So, and it's the military free fly week this week.
Yeah.
So, I should
Stormy,
probably get
how
in
do you
there.
fly?
Mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on
Nice to
the
race.
Star Citizen HOTAS.
Which we still don't have any news about.
I mean, I get why, but you know.
Yeah.
So do you guys think that is going to be like a normal HOTAS, or do you think that will have some
No.
special features?
I think
It's-
because it's taking this long, if it were just a skin, we would have gotten it already. But I think
They've
it's
said
being
that it's
designed.
got. They've said that it's got everything they imagined or wanted in a HOTAS, which to me suggests that
Great
it'll have a
thing.
way. Yeah, it's going to have.
Delta throttle. Give me a delta throttle, please.
It won't be. It won't be a delta throttle. I don't see why you don't put the strafing on almost like a D-pad on the throttle.
like a thumbstick.
Not even a
On the throttle.
thumbstick, but on the front of the throttle. There's so much room on the front of the throttle
Okay,
for
yeah,
like
that's
a
true.
That's
for
very true, yeah.
kind of a thing that is like this, and you touch it and it goes up and down and left and right, and you can strafe with the front. I don't know. I'm just
That's why you get delta throttle, man. Oh, they're so good. They're so cool. Like, and as far as I've seen, I don't think there are any like consumer grade delta throttles out there. They're all like 3D
Not yet.
printed, hacked
Yeah.
together, but they look amazing. I want one.
so Hellcat asks Stormy Winters, what wine are you drinking?
Yeah.
Some kind of Merlot. I don't even remember the name.
It's made with
Um,
grapes.
I'm not bad. I poured it like half an hour ago and I can't remember what it is.
I see some new folks in the chat. If you don't know who we are, hi. We're the Imperial News Network. We're a bunch of losers who like Star Citizen way too much. The purpose of this show is to ask us questions
About Star
about
Citizen.
either Star Citizen, INN in general, or, you know...
What I had,
had
for
for-
breakfast 12 days ago.
Yeah.
I didn't have breakfast
both
because
went there.
breakfast is a travesty. Hellcat 1337 asks, any interviews with CIG devs lined up for CitizenCon? No.
Yet.
I will be going to CitizenCon. I've got my CitizenCon ticket. I've got my plane ticket booked, and I've got the hotel booked. I'm there for a full week, 5 full days plus a day of travel on each end. We hope to get, first off, full coverage of CitizenCon. Hope to get, a live blog going, impressions, streaming, do an analysis after. We'll have audio of everything. Hope to get interviews of people. Hope to do a tour of the Manchester offices as well. All these plans. Unfortunately, when I contacted CIG to ask what can be done, I was basically told that it's too far out right now. They're worrying about Gamescom first. So I have to wait for Gamescom to finish, and then I will try and get more details about what we can get for everyone at CitizenCon.
We're going to set up a mini crowdfunding campaign for our dear Eris here, so he can afford travel and things, so he can do all those wonderful things for you.
Well, let's make it clear. I've already bought the travel.
Travel while you're there.
Yes.
Because it's expensive.
And food.
Yeah, food is good.
How many days are you going?
I'm going to arrive the Friday. CitizenCon is the Saturday, and then I'm there until the Thursday, and I leave the Thursday. So from
That's
Friday
enough
to
time
Thursday.
to do all of that?
CitizenCon is only
Maybe.
1 day. It's only on the Saturday. So I'm actually going to the UK for 1 day. Yeah. Insanity. We'll see what happens on that 1 day, and then I'm assuming that at some point during the week or so after, I can get a tour of the Manchester offices. Because
Plus, INN fan beat up. Make it happen. Do it.
oh yeah, there will be an
Absolutely.
INN fan up 100%. So if you're going to CitizenCon and you like INN, get in touch because we'll be
It will be
figuring
the
something out.
only way you will be able to see Mr. White in person.
Yes, Mr. White
at
is
all.
elusive, hides from everything, even though he's the best of us.
You've only heard
Yeah, pretty
his
much.
voice ever twice on the podcast. So,
No,
Yeah,
there was
exclusive.
the time that Wolf made him do a shout out, and he edited in
Yeah,
a
that
shout
was-
out to himself.
that was the second time.
That was the second time. Okay,
Yeah.
then I don't
His
even
voice
know,
is
man.
actually he actually said one word in this week's podcast. Did you know that?
Really,
where?
Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
I didn't
He
hear
said
it.
Skyrim. Dolvac, you were having an incomplete thought about something, and we were
God.
talking, and we just moved on to the next topic. And Mr. White, being Mr. White, couldn't stand it, and he was like, "Skyrim," just to complete the thought. So
God.
you can actually hear the elusive Mr.
Wait.
White in this week's podcast.
Why am I
Was
being
it-
like linked to Skyrim? I don't like this. I didn't ask for this. It's not a good game. Stop.
Oh, excuse me.
Enfrap telling me to bring my coat because Manchester will be cold and wet in October. Don't worry, man. I live in Ottawa, Canada. I'm used to cold and wet. It's
We also heard Mr. White when you made a really bad joke spelling CCT on the podcast, and you just hear him way off in the distance. You suck, Eris.
I do. I'm sorry. By the way, everyone out there that's watching this, I apologize to all of you profusely. I'm sorry.
Those intros are wonderfully bad. They're bad in the best way possible.
I liked this week's intro.
I did too, actually.
It was good. It was good.
Stormy, did you listen to this week's podcast?
I did this morning.
Oh, so you said Stormy. I thought you said sorry. Very heavily Canadian, sorry.
Sorry, eh? What did you think
Continue.
of this
I'm
week's
sorry,
podcast?
my bad.
What did I think? Really good. It's nice to have a girl on the show for a change.
Yes. We'll have to get you on at some point, too.
Digran. So all of me
Wait.
and
Read the
Oh.
Oh,
question.
we missed one question.
Okay. Fine.
Go
How
ahead.
did
Yeah.
how did one of the Reddit how does one become a Reddit mod, and why would one want to volunteer to deal with unpleasant vocal minorities on an everyday basis? Well, I blame it on a small moment of massive insanity, and apparently it was like not localized to my area because some other idiots on the internet also had this mild stroke and decided to like, hey, we're gonna run the Star Citizen subreddit. Like, um, this happened about 30 seconds after the game Star Citizen was announced for the first time, and we're like, oh, let's all do that. And then we all tried to make it at the same time, and I missed by about 30 seconds making it. And so I just messaged the guy who made it, and we're like, hey, we'll help. And then we haven't been able to leave, and we're stuck. Help. Let me leave, please. I want to go home.
You can't. We need you there.
I haven't seen my family in 2 years.
You don't need to. So, Stormy, you were saying there was another question we missed?
Yeah, you started at Hellcat. Do we know if Gamescom and CitizenCon will be live streamed by CIG?
Right. Gamescom, I'm not sure about. CitizenCon, they actually said it will be streamed. So it'll be live streamed, but I'd imagine just the presentation will be live streamed. I don't think they'll live stream whatever's happening on the floor, and there's going to be more on the floor than just the presentation. It's actually like there's a dinner. They're feeding us, which is.
I stake my soul on the fact that Gamescom will be streamed. Like, you can come and reap my soul from my mortal form if it's not streamed. Okay, I guarantee you that.
They didn't stream. Was it PAX that they didn't stream?
Yeah, but like PAX is a little different.
Well,
there's a
was
bunch
a reason
they
for
haven't
that.
streamed. Yeah, but it was cost, right?
It was because it was on an off-site location, and they didn't have access to anything at all.
Gamescom is also on and off. Like, we'll see. I hope it gets streamed, but we'll see. Yeah, Brybase. Bad News Baron did a great job for whatever it was that he did it on, and he did it on as kind of partnered with INN, which was fantastic. So.
Tried to live blog. I tried. There was no internet.
We don't have anything for that for Gamescom, unfortunately, because I simply can't afford to fly to Germany.
Quitter.
I know I'm
Slacker.
But for
Slacker
CitizenCon, we will be putting up a funding campaign. The funding campaign will end up being for cool things like paying for our tickets, but it's going to start as being for things like buy us a video camera so we can get actual footage of it, get us a SIM card, a English SIM card, whatever it is they use for phones over there, so that I can make sure that we 100% have internet connection at the event, stuff like that. So,
Jake, what are you doing?
I got an email just now. We might have
Saying?
something cool next week. Might.
Oh.
The term is might, but also the term is cool.
Is
I
this
still
like
don't have an email.
is this like might being as like we might have Ben Lesnick do an AMA sometime soon? That kind of might.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
Stormy
Okay.
Winters brings up a good point here that I want to talk to her and to Dolvac about, actually. Stormy says in the chat, hey, INNers, anything you guys would like to see for fiction, follow-up stories, etc. That's a great question. One of the only concurrent ongoing things we have right now is Endeavors on Sunday, which she helped me out with this week. But one, what else do you guys want to see? And two, Dolvac, you had talked a bit about doing some kind of a fiction writers thing.
Yeah. So I am currently in production of my lore cast. It's a little short series, like kind of labeled under the podcast, and it's in production currently, slowly but surely getting there. And one of the ideas was the idea behind it is that we go through old Star Citizen lore, talk about it, and get different people's perspectives on it. And I eventually want to bring in some of the writers, specifically because I think they'd have some really good insight on the story aspect of that stuff. That's about that. That's about it.
If you have any questions for the writers, you've got two of them on right now because.
Hey,
Well, yeah, you've got.
Do you know what I could totally actually try to do?
Get some CIG
writer.
writers. Yeah. So since you have all these sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, that's it.
Here's a question, Eris. I was going to say, so is Danik going to die on Sunday?
Not gonna die. He's the main. He's the main character of the series. It's not like I often. It's not like I often.
Plague disease.
It's not like I often kill off characters in my stories, do I?
Not important ones, anyway. There's a lot of casualties, though.
We'll see what happens.
All right. So since
True story, I don't actually know what's going to happen yet. I come up with each episode.
Since Hellcat got so mad, here's your clue.
Oh.
Here's your clue. That's it.
Question. Shiver Bathory asks, did Star Citizen inspire anyone from INN to try other space games, or was the interest in space games always there? I don't know about the others, but for me, Star Citizen has actually inspired me to stop playing games, period. I don't have time for them anymore because INN is all-consuming and it's all I do. So I don't know what games are anymore, and I don't have time for them. Seriously. How about the rest of you?
Stormy, what
Well, I
about you?
liked sci-fi sort of games before I even got to Star Citizen. Played Hellgate London.
Oh yeah.
The other, and Mass Effect. Those were some pretty good ones. So that was always there, and then of course Nakar showed me the Kickstarter for Star Citizen, and rest is history.
Indeed.
I've actually always been a fan, specifically of space sims. I'm a crazy person, and so I play a lot of flight sim games, and space sims are the natural extension of that, because they're like flight sims, but they're more awesome, and you get to shoot lasers.
Laser beams.
Yeah, and it's the love of sci-fi. It's the love of all those crazy sci-fi novels, plus essentially my favorite genre of game, and so it's the perfect mixture.
Indeed.
So Free Space, Starlancer, Freelancer, all the Wing Commander games, all the X games, except for Rebirth, because whoever made that game needs to be burned at the stake. Unforgivable. And that's about it.
So I want to take a second here to apologize for INN's lack of exciting stuff happening in the past, few weeks. Because as we wait for FPS, we got nothing. I'm really sorry.
Here.
We got nothing. It's as painful as it is for everyone out there waiting. Trust us, it's more painful for us because I just want to analyze things. I did a frame-by-frame analysis of the E3 post for everyone. Frame by frame. Literally sat there going, next frame, what can I see? Next frame, what can I see? Next.
Yeah.
Somebody save me.
When FPS drops, I actually intend to go through every single inch of the station and look at every single texture and make sure we're not missing everything. I'm gonna be I'm just gonna turn off gravity, and then just go pixel by pixel with 2 or 3 people and just scan everything. There will be nothing left unturned. Nothing.
So Brybase asks a cool question. Sandy is now back from the Squadron 42 motion cap shoot in the UK. Any thoughts on what her role will be in Squadron 42? How do you think she'll fare? And I'm going to Stormy Winters on this one because you're a fiction writer. What do you think is going to happen to Sandy and Sandy's character in Squadron 42?
I don't know. I was talking to Nakar about this because I've got this basic idea for a Squadron 42 possible story, but because we don't know much about it right now, it's really hard to throw something together that makes sense, right? So I'm not sure until I see some kind of video information, something.
I say she's gonna be a corporal, colonel type person, not like the top brass, but maybe like a commanding officer.
The thing that I find interesting is, one, she was there for a long time doing the shoots, so she's got to be a significant part of the story.
Right.
The other thing is, during one of the interviews with Chris Roberts, it was said that they had 3 different types of performance capture setups. There was a one camera one, so it just captures. It's one camera on your face. There's a 3 camera one, 3 cameras on your face, and there's a 5 camera one, so 5 cameras on your face. And I'm assuming the 5 camera one is for the main story characters in the story, and the 3 camera one is for the slightly less main characters. And Sandy was using a 3 camera one, so she's a big enough part of the story that she was there the entire time, but not big enough that she needed the 5 cameras.
Well,
Don't ask me how I know all this.
Look, you spent too much time analyzing this. Maybe you don't know. Maybe like you haven't seen literally every second she was there.
It's true.
She could have used the 5 cameras, or she could have just sat down with the 3 cameras for a short period of time. Who knows? Maybe she's not in the game. Maybe Sandy doesn't exist. Maybe it's an elaborate ruse. Maybe she's just some random hobo that they pulled off the street, made her like cleaned her up, stuck some motion capture gear on her, and that's Sandy. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe there's no Star Citizen. Maybe there's no INN. Maybe there's no internet. Maybe we're all just like the figment of
you know
some,
what? That's
like,
it. I'm
cosmic
cutting you off.
space
I'm cutting
being.
you off. I'm cutting you off. That's too far. You go too far, Dolvac.
Can't stop me.
So I've seen a bunch of people asking about the Starliner Genesis and how much rage we expect on Friday when the Starliner goes on sale, considering Ben said something along the lines of no more concept sales until FPS is out, and it feels wrong to sell ships with people waiting for FPS.
FPS out tomorrow,
clarified
confirmed.
this.
Yes.
Confirmed.
Yep. Go CCT. Ben clarified it very well.
He did. So basically, in order for them to maintain leases on things, you need credit. Welcome to America, where capitalism is king. And
Come
because
to
of
Canada,
that, they need to
CIG,
show.
we're not evil.
Yeah. They need to show that they have revenue coming in regularly. So, Ben actually said that the Starliner was delayed actually by a few weeks. It was supposed to come out a few weeks ago, but they need to sell something to get more revenue coming in, or at least something coming in of a quantifiable degree, not just like a couple, like 50 people here buying a starter pack or things like that. In order to show that they have, in order to show credit reporter things that things are happening, because it's crowdfunded, it's weird. So, not only that, but those complaining that the Genesis like even exists, like you guys don't really understand how Star Citizen's development works, or how game development works. Concept artists cannot program the netcode. So they finished it, and they were actually sitting on it for a couple weeks. But not only did that artist need to get paid, but it was also a promised stretch goal. So,
In response to Digren directly, as far as rage goes, normally on the subreddit, that's not that big of a problem, except for like the past week for some reason, because people have been
what did
angry.
Digren say?
He was asking specifically like how much rage you think there will be, but I can guarantee you there will be about 600. Oh my god, this thing is so cool posts, and about 600 dank memes.
Yep.
I promise you. I promise you.
Well, the
What if-
subreddit has devolved into praising someone who went completely against what CIG asked and did nothing but divulge all of the secrets of the leak, and they're all praising him as the savior and the best thing to ever happen to the subreddit. And
Hashtag INN call out. Hashtag
needless to say, I'm just
angry.
Now, to add to the conspiracy even further, what if the $400 price tag is because inside the cargo bay of every single one of the Genesis Starliners is an F-8 Lightning, and inside the F-8 Lightning is a P-72 Archimedes? You get 3 ships, a ship within a ship within a ship!
You're cut off too, CCT.
Oh. So, Silver Battery asked, are you preparing for SC FPS with things like Arma or waiting for hands-on trading? I was actually playing FPS with Wolf just the other day.
You mean Arma?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have access to that. It doesn't exist. I'm sorry. And
We
don't
don't
read into
have
that either.
FPS.
Do you mean
What?
you, as a Reddit mod, get special access to
Yes,
this?
we
Is
get
have
free
the
ships.
FPS early.
Revolt?
20% of all backer money
Conspiracies.
goes directly to us, and I get free ships, and Chris Roberts is my basement.
I think everyone should contact CIG and tell them that INN needs special press passes to early releases of all game content.
Yes, please. But I was just playing Arma with Wolf the other day. Of course, we didn't play any FPS combat because we just are addicted to little birds, and we just did Top Gun maneuvers for like 2 hours.
Stormy
I
Winters,
still
do
say-
you play many FPSs or?
I still say there's a conspiracy.
Not for the last little while. I did Call of Duty back in the day.
Ooh.
I did Call of Duty 1 and 2. That was my Call of Duty, old school.
See, I'm so excited for the sniper rifle, though. That was my favorite gun in Call of Duty.
Me too.
Not about confrontation. Take them out from afar.
Which
In Call of Duty is like 20 feet.
yeah.
Agrin says,
Hopefully,
All right, no, go ahead.
I'm just hopefully some of the FPS maps for Star Citizen will be a bit more fleshed out. But yeah.
Yeah.
Agrin says all these sound effects make him think that he's listening to a bad morning show. Are you mourning that there's sound effects?
You know what? Ben gets away with it because he's cool.
Oh! I'm sad.
Love you, Jake.
I'm sad. I'm done.
Actually, I think that everyone kind of missed 2 really, really important questions here.
Okay.
The first one is from Nakara. Why doesn't Stormy Winters smile more?
Yeah.
The second one is also from Nakara. Why is Dulvulkin inanimate?
Yes, CCT, why?
I mean, I could find a GIF.
Just put me on.
No,
the
no, I was asking you why she doesn't smile as much.
Oh, I don't know. I
your
don't know
fault.
her life. I don't know her business.
Blame me for this.
I'll send
Someone
her.
has to be serious here.
I'll send her these Overwatch sunglasses, and then maybe
Ew.
she'll smile.
Those may be the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, guys, give us some questions. This is.
Colin,
I know
Colin
that there's
Brown
no
556. I'm sure your question was very, very thought out and insightful, but I do not speak the language that you speak. I'm sorry.
Well, the last word is yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you kind of missed the Allah Akbar in the middle of it. Like, how do you... These guys, that's... I don't think that was serious.
Question. A lot of
Big question.
Hellcat. Yeah, Hellcat asks, a lot of people don't seem to understand project management. For example, a lot of people on the sub have no concept of what critical path is. Care to do a write-up on Project Management 101? Wolf. Hey, Wolf.
Hey,
Do
Wolf.
you want to comment on that? Because
Um,
that would actually be a phenomenal thing to write up on.
Yes, please. Wolf.
Is
Uh,
this
Brian-
specifically like INN project management or like Star
CIG
Citizen project man?
I think.
Well, did anyone actually go through the 42-minute transcript from yesterday?
Yes,
I watched
actually,
it.
Yes,
It was very good.
yeah.
They talked about some of that in there.
Yeah.
I also
But a good analysis from Wolf or someone who has experience with project management would be. Sorry, go ahead, CCT. I know you're mad at me right now.
I
Go
love you,
say
Eric.
something. I know.
How about I try to get Travis on the show and you can ask him?
Yeah, let's do that. How about we get Travis on the show and we try and con him into writing an article for INN about project.
Oh God.
So another question. Brybase asks, how do you think INN will integrate into the PU? Do you have any plans yet? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And we need all of you to help us with our plans. Here is our plan. Our plan is to be the Earth counter institution to Empire Report. Empire Report are a bunch of filthy Terrans. INN needs to be Earth's news source, and we need all of you to contact CIG and tell them that you want INN as the official Earth news vehicle.
Not even kidding. Seriously, bug them.
100%. 100%.
Please.
Get
That'd be
INN
amazing.
in game. Hashtag INN in game.
Hi.
Shiver,
game.
INN will be pro whatever we have to be in game.
Yeah, but like we are the Imperial news network, so I mean, technically we have to kind of lean towards the Imperium.
The United Earth Empire.
Yeah. Empire.
We are pretty Earth.
Yeah.
But we don't discriminate against Terra. You know, they're
Bunch of
having
hipsters. There are a bunch of hipster nerds over there.
No, look,
no, don't you tell me otherwise.
They're going through the teenage phase. You know, every teenager goes through that phase where they hate everything that their parent has to do with, and it's like, no, I'm running away, I'm rebelling, I'm gonna do drugs and sleep around, and that's what they're doing right now. But you know what? A couple decades down the road, when they've grown up and matured a little bit, they'll come back to Earth and they'll realize that we're the way. We're the way forward, and we know what we're doing.
Brybase made a fantastic Men in Black joke. Fantastic.
Yes.
Old and busted. New hotness. I got the joke, Brybase. No one else understood it. We connected there.
Oh, Lego's here, ready to ban people.
Hi, Lego.
In all
and everyone, Lego. Everyone.
In all sci-fi stuff, I always kind of lean towards like space empires. The Sun and Bellum just kind of attract me. I mean, I gotta go blow up capital ships for the Emperor. Okay, look, don't judge me. Or I think it was like High Imperator or something. That's the official title, right? The leader of Earth. Imperator. Okay. There we go.
Digren, yes, actually.
It's right on the dev tracker.
Yeah.
I still think it's more than that. With the amount of cash flow that CIG has moving, they probably don't have access to it all immediately, and so they need to plan for that cash flow down the road. I would be surprised if they see, like, if you spend money, I would be surprised if... What are you doing, Iris? What are you doing? Stop. You're being weird.
You're scaring me.
I'm listening to a song, I'm sorry.
I'd be surprised if any of the money you spend, like, they even see any of that for, like, 3 months. Stop. Stop it. You're too happy. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I have a dream. I hope to come true. Has anyone seen Inside Out?
No, I'm
the new
going
Pixar
this
movie?
Friday.
Because holy crap, it's amazing, and the Pixar short before it is just it's stuck in my head. I have a dream. Anyway,
Cars.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Cars kind of ruined Pixar for me, and I don't really have a desire to see Pixar.
Just go watch Inside Out. It's one of the best movies
Make
I've ever seen. I
me.
spent the entire time crying in a theater.
That's supposed to be a
Found
positive
it.
review for me.
Actually, yeah, it was crying and laughing at this. Like it was good. It was good. Yeah, Diagram.
Wait, maybe I
I'll sing
didn't.
Frozen for you next if you want.
Don't
Do you
please.
even know that
Please
song?
do not.
I know every
I
word
might.
of that song.
I might know it.
INN, your source for Frozen news.
INN is. I'm actually going to turn us into a musical, so stay tuned. INN the musical coming soon to wherever
Everywhere.
we are.
Everywhere.
And we just lost our viewer base.
We do that constantly. No one wants to listen to us.
Nobody
found
will
it.
come back.
They'll come back next week when there's cool people on.
Diagram, here you go. Boom.
Um,
Come on, we are INN. We know these things.
I know this is really, really off topic, but has anyone noticed how weird, like, the, what's it called? The, not monetization. What is it called when you take a product, not licensing, like, what does Star Wars do with, like, action figures and t-shirts and,
Merchandising.
merchandising, that's the word.
Merchandising.
How weird, like, the merchandise for Frozen has gotten, because they, like, ran out of things to do.
Oh, it's so
I know.
weird.
It's really weird.
So weird.
Being from Canada, I don't see half of the merchandise you
Oh
do,
my
so...
Like, at my job, I see at my horrible manual labor job, there's this, like, camp group that always goes, of young children that in the summer walks by me constantly. And all the girls, like, have these Frozen backpacks. And they're all different, which shocks me. They all look really low quality from China. But they're, like, kind of creepy because, like, it's like they're, like, shockingly scantily clad on those backpacks. Because I know they're not using official art, and they're like someone tried just Googled Frozen art, and then just got something off Google and just smacked it on a backpack and started printing it, and it's weird, man. Like next time you see some Frozen backpacks, take a closer look because it's getting a little freaky.
We've actually got a question again. Thank you, Brybase. Brybase asks, what do you make of Ben's recent screenshots posted to the Caterpillar and Merchantman threads on the official cesspit? Seems like he really wants to satiate the backers a little more.
I think they're super old, and the ones that we got with the concept sale were much better.
Yes, they are super, super old. And yeah, as a freelancer owner, it hurts not having news for that long. And I know that there's other ships that haven't had news for even longer, but...
Okay. I'm sorry. I googled weird Frozen merchandise, and for some reason, in the pictures this is there, and it's amazing.
Oh, God. What?
Okay.
Why is that in the picture for weird Frozen? Oh, Frozen, I get it.
Okay.
Oh,
Anyway.
Oh,
So-
God. Okay, I'm back.
Yes,
So-
Brybase, he just wants to satiate people because there's a bunch of rabid people out there, and lots of them are merchantmen and Caterpillar owners because there's no accounting for taste.
And the fan base is kind of rabid right now, period.
Yeah.
And like I can understand being frustrated, I'm frustrated with CIG right now because they've consistently not made their marks, and I understand why, and a lot of people don't understand why. And when you don't understand why they're not making their marks, I can understand getting mad at that. But
The thing people seem to keep forgetting is that they're an alpha. Like, this is the time when stuff fucks up.
yeah, exactly, and it's totally okay.
This is when things are supposed to go wrong because it's an alpha. Like, we backed as one to help them grow this, but also to help them grow it early and test it, and that's what we're for. We're not there. We're not being given a final product. AC is not final. It's horribly unbalanced. Like, and they know all these things. They know that controller balance is wrong. They know that AC balance is wrong. They know it's still an alpha. They're still building the base of the game, and I'm sure I don't have to tell everyone this because you already know, but it's like, come on.
I agree with the guy in the chat, Jinro. I don't have a problem with things not happening unless they say it's going to happen.
Now-
and I completely agree. They need to stop deadlines, and they kind of have to a point. Like they're just like, we don't. It's
No,
going to
they
happen. It
have.
happens.
I've got a friend who recently completed his college degree in game design, and I wish I had the thing that he linked me to, but he linked me to a great little write-up of programmer estimates. If a programmer estimates it'll take an hour, it'll take 4 hours. If a programmer estimates it'll take 4 hours, it'll take 2 days. If a programmer estimates it'll take 2 weeks, it'll either take 20 minutes or 2 months.
Yep.
Like it's as soon as you start delving into things, everything goes wrong. And yeah, you know what? Back when Travis gave us, because Travis is the one that gave us these release dates, and what he was giving us, and the thing that everyone forgets, is that he was giving us what they wanted. This was their best case scenario. It was, if we can do it, here's when we want to release FPS, and then problems happened and it got delayed. And it's not something they want, but that's the way it goes. Like,
Well, see, and I'm going to talk about this in something that I'm working on for INN later. But what a lot of people don't really see, I have to sneeze. It's coming. give me. No.
yeah, Jiro Sin knows what I'm talking about.
Okay. There it is. Okay. So I'm working on something for INN, and it's going to be about the reaction to all of this, and basically seeing it from a perspective. Like, we're seeing how CIG operates from a unique perspective that not all people get to see in terms of game development. Like, take a look at E3. This is but one of my many points. Take a look at E3. Fallout's been in development since 2009, and this is the first official word that we've heard about this game.
And the dog still looks like crap.
The dog
I
looks
know,
like
but-
the dog looks bad. Bad dog.
I need a boo sound effect. I don't have one. But my point being is that we're seeing even more than a publisher usually would. And I have a couple sources on that I'm working on right now. So I want to just put it out there that we're seeing the trial and error and things go wrong that even a publisher might not even see when talking to their developers. And we should
Yes,
move on
you do.
because I'm very sick of this topic.
Stormy, you definitely need more wine. I just want one more thing to quickly say, is that with the leak, this is actually exactly what we've seen. The leak happened, and everyone was like, oh my god, CRG are holding everything back. And then, like, 3 weeks later, they started releasing the content in its more finished state, which is when they wanted us to see it. And it's like, they're not holding stuff back. They're giving it to us when it's ready to be seen, and that's what we should be waiting for. And what we're waiting for on FPS, they'll give it to us when it's ready to be, when it's playable. Quite frankly, because
The end. More questions.
Yep.
And when it drops, it'll be amazing.
Yep.
Exactly. I saw a question a while back that we skipped over because we were ranting. Shiver Bathory says, as far as I know to date, only one game has done multi-crew to a comparable depth as SC is aiming to do for Artemis. Artemis is the other game, I guess. Do you think SC will take inspiration from them or go totally their own way?
Yeah, actually, do you guys know what Artemis is?
Yes, that's
It's the iPad. It's in a room. Yeah.
I think they'll actually take some inspiration from it, but they've already said that any station can do any or all jobs, so It won't be exactly the same, but I anticipate they'll be looking for the same depth. I mean, they've already said that Ben, when he was on this very show a few weeks ago, Ben said that science has gone completely overboard, like well beyond what they ever thought they'd get from the science system. So we can expect that for everything.
Cool.
Nakara,
Citizen 404, you are the man. Hello, Test, if you guys show up due to
yes, hello Test.
citizens, people. Hello, Test.
We're actually
Cheers.
We're actually working on an interview. Yeah, I'm out of beer right now. I need to go get another. We're actually working on an interview with your leader.
Your glorious
right
overlord.
Now. Yes, I'm trying to set up time to interview your glorious overlord Test because you guys are insane and
We love you for it.
yeah. Nakara says, on a scale of 1 to 10, how insane will it be to try and dogfight while going through a jump point?
28.
I don't think any of us will be able to pull it off, and I think that one crazy guy on YouTube who is going to get super ridiculously good at Star Citizen will have a video, and everyone will try to copy it.
We're going to get a second Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, pretty much.
Digren thinks that multi-crew in Star Citizen might have better graphics than Artemis. Maybe.
Nah, man. Artemis
That's
looks
up
like
in the air.
really, really realistic. I can tell you, Artemis is super hyper realistic. Like the virtual reality they got going on is crazy. Like, oh my god, I don't even know what they're using.
I want to tell everyone right now to actually go over to INN and do two things. One, take the INN's, like Nakara's citizen survey, because if you haven't, you should. And two, Nakara just did up an awesome article on the light sail, which you should go check out and back because that's real science and science is important. Back the light sail.
Yep.
Arr!
All right, we got 5 minutes. More questions.
Yep. Give us some question, guys.
Or I might reach through the screen and punch you.
Don't punch me. I'll fight
Not you, them.
Don't punch
Here's a
them.
question for you, Eris. What are you working on right now in fiction? I know you have some things already in the can, but what's in the future?
I'm working on building a little tiny group of minions who write all my fiction for me.
Oh, yeah, and I know, how many do you have now? 1, 2, 3, at least?
Well, as soon as I start being able to kick Nakara more frequently, I'll kick
There's
Nakara.
a documentary
something
coming
too.
out in theaters this summer, right? On your minions?
Yeah. Yeah, there is. It's called Minions. If anyone doesn't get it, it's called Minions. It's
It's really bad. Guys.
Oh no!
I can't.
Oh
defend,
no!
I can't defend you on this one, Eris. Eris, buddy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man, but I can't defend you on that one.
I'm just gonna start calling Hellcat Isogen because that's his real name.
no one defends me ever.
Isogen
Remember,
asks,
if
would you rather
anything goes
fight
wrong, blame Eris.
a hornet-sized kitten or 50 kitten-sized hornets? A hornet-sized kitten because 50 kitten-sized hornets still have little tiny itty-bitty lasers and they would hurt a little.
Yeah, but I was playing with my cat with a laser today, and it didn't hurt her, so I think I'd be fine.
Yeah, so one hornet-sized kitten. Big
VersaLife says Eris got thrown under the bus. True fact, Eris is always getting thrown under the bus.
That's where he lives, is under the bus.
Shiver Bathory says speculation on how in-depth the modular system will be. Will we have say 3 prefabs to choose from each section and then be able to customize the layout, or just prefab with preset layouts?
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna grow. I think we'll get like a certain
right
amount
back.
of them. Uh-oh. Well, anyway, I think we're gonna start out with probably like 2 or 3, yeah. And then with grabby hands, we'll be able to customize it to varying degrees. So, but then it'll expand, obviously, when we get more content in the game and all that stuff. Yep. Oh no. Oh, Kitten's here! Oh no! You've broken the internet. You've broken the internet. You've broken the internet, Eris.
There, have a kitten.
That's a cat butt right there.
Hellcat asked for a kitten. Here,
That is a cat butt right there.
There, no more cat butt. Cat head. Hi, Navy.
The car asks if you
Hellcat,
somehow find yourself
her name
stranded
is
on
Navy.
a planet. Completely broken,
And
destitute.
she's
What ship will you
downstairs.
try to scrape together the money for, and what will you do to make that money? Aurora is
Unspeakable things. Unspeakable
going to be an Aurora
things.
because they're very reliable. I will... Oh, there's another cat.
We're just going to turn this into INN's cat show.
Cat time. Cat time with Eris.
Cat time with
CCT.
INN. Cat equals more viewers.
INN is a cat-themed news organization. We deliver the best cat news and cat updates, cat descriptions, cat casts.
That's actually going to be our spin-off. My plan is to have two of our first spin-offs. One is going to be our Fallout spin-off because everyone loves Fallout, and the second is going to be our fan cat spin-off, which is just pictures of fans' cats. Cats.
And the cat one will campaign to remove the dog from Fallout 4 and replace it with a cat.
Would you not rather have a cat companion? It's like, cat, go get that thing. Fuck off.
Shiver Battery.
Attack that.
Shiver Battery wants to know if there's any chance INN can interview the sock puppets from Galactic Inquiry. No, but we are going to get those Nintendo puppets on the show from the Nintendo press conference. It's going to happen.
Did everybody miss Nakara's question?
Yes.
Yes.
No,
Question. If you
I
somehow
answered
find
it.
Oh, okay.
Did you? Oh, wow. I guess I wasn't paying attention.
Shiver Battery. Any chance INN could interview the sock puppets? I know, but let me. We're going to be running a funding campaign to send me and not, save Eris's Fiero to the UK. And one of the rewards is actually we will interview whoever you want as long as you set us up with them. So, yeah, if you want us to interview whatever,
It doesn't matter.
I'll interview myself. If someone pays to have me interview myself, I will do it. CCR doesn't have anything but
Stretch
aneurysms.
Stretch goal for the funding campaign. I will play a song somehow on this show.
Stretch goal for this campaign, I won't sing.
I might.
I have a dream.
But yeah,
I know
it's
will come
10 o'clock, guys. That's it. We're done.
One more question.
No.
Jiro Sin, speaking of pets, do you think pets will be like WoW pets that you
I should just end.
do what you want and always
Just
follow
drop
you
them from the
around,
call.
or do you think they'll have their own personalities?
I just don't want space Pokemon. Please don't do that to me, CIG. Please don't
Want
do
it.
that to me.
Because
Okay.
you'd have
No.
to catch them all.
All right. That's it, guys.
No.
Thank you so much for joining us
Can't be done.
on this week's
Bye, everyone.
episode of INNverse the Verse. Join us next week, possibly with something really awesome. We'll let you know ahead of time, like we always do. Give us a follow if you enjoyed us. We go live every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. CIG time. Oh my goodness, there's music happening right now. We love you so much, everyone. You've been lovely. Please check us out on INN. We got something going on. We have all kinds of cool things. Star Citizen
Hey,
things.
really got to shorten up these interviews. I can't do this the entire time.
Oh, you're doing it. I'm making you. You asked one more question. I'm
New
just going to let him
fiction
go.
tomorrow.
Yep. Fiction tomorrow. We got transcripts. We got podcasts. We got it all. We love you. Goodbye.
We done?
Farewell.
Yeah.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.